Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing another foundation first impressions review, and I'm really excited because it's another Dior foundation, and the last time I tried a Dior foundation, I absolutely loved it. #1 favorite foundation, always recommend it. And so I was really excited because I've been seeing this one around for a while, and all the things that it claimed, it was exciting and I really wanted to try it. Not to mention, one of you guys requested for me to do a review on this foundation, so I'm finally getting around and doing it. So what I'm talking about is Dior Skin Nude Air Foundation. It is a little bit pricey, but Dior hasn't let me down just yet. So I'm really excited to try this out. So this is what we're gonna be doing. I'm going to be trying this foundation with the sponge, with the brush. We're gonna be seeing how it wears. I'm gonna bring you really up close into my face so that you can see how the foundation actually wears on my dry, normal skin. We're going to be seeing what Dior claims the foundation is supposed to do, and then at the end I'm going to tell you, does it actually do what it says it's supposed to do. We're going to see if it transfers, we're going to check the flash, we're going to see if it oxidizes, we're going to check this shade next to some other foundation matches so you can see kind of how the shade goes with the other foundation matches that I have, like what the tone looks like, what this shade, if it's actually a good shade match for me. We're going to be seeing how it settles into my fine lines. I have lots of lines up here. Can you see this? Got lots of lines. So we're gonna see if it works good for someone that has mature skin. I definitely need some coverage, so if you need coverage, we're gonna see how it works for that. And yeah, we're gonna be doing all of that today in this video. So you definitely wanna be subscribed. You want to hit that bell so you're notified of all my videos, and you want to hit the like button if you like foundation first impressions. So, before I get started, if you're trying to shade match with me and you're wondering what shades kind of match me, I'm like an MAC NC30, borderline NC25, because this is like the lightest I've ever been in my whole life. And I'll put a ton of shade matches, high-end drugstore, down below in the description box. There's a huge list so you can check that out. So hopefully you can use me as a reference somehow if you're trying to. So, let's get started. I found this on Sephora's website, okay, and it retails, let's get into the nitty-gritty stuff. Okay, so it retails for $53. I have the shade 020, which is what? What shade is this? Let me look. Okay, this is light beige. So the cool thing about Sephora is that right now they have like a shade finder, so you can click the shade, like if you're looking for your shade in Dior, you can click the shade finder, find a foundation that matches you really well, and then it would reference you and give you the best match in that foundation that you're trying to buy. And that's kind of what I did, and I got light beige, and I think it's pretty much spot on. We're gonna see right now. But the bummer about this foundation is that it only comes in 6 shades, you guys. This only comes in 6 shades, which is not very good, especially for something that costs $53. But this is like the second shade. There's only one shade lighter than this, so it doesn't go really light, it doesn't go very dark. It says it's a lightweight foundation serum that creates an enhanced complexion and a sheer finish. It's weightless, ultra fluid foundation serum that creates a nude makeup look. Formulated with SPF 25, it offers sun protection and the fresh face beauty of a natural looking glow, infused with oxygen active technology, an innovative blend of a hyper oxygenated oil, cranberry oil, vitamins and minerals. The serum's high precision dropper deposits an undetectable film of makeup onto the skin, while its soft focus agents and glazed pigments instantly produce an even looking complexion that achieves the right amount of coverage for a radiant sheer finish. Okay, so the box has more information. Okay, so it says an ultra fluid serum foundation featuring a non-makeup feel, as weightless and beneficial as a breath of fresh air, for an enhanced complexion with a sheer finish. Like after a day in the great outdoors, the face gains a continual natural glow. So it's supposed to give you a lot of glowness. So first I'm going to compare this foundation next to other foundation matches and see how close this shade is, as well as if it oxidizes, and then we're gonna start applying the foundation onto my face. Okay, so this is the Dior Nude Skin right here. We're gonna see if it oxidizes. It does oxidize a little bit, like almost like I don't know, why does it look lighter? Oh, it looks the same. It looks the same when you blend it out. So it doesn't oxidize, guys. So here we have the Dior Nude Air. Here we have the Dior Backstage in 2WO, my best match. And as you can see, it's more olive. Here we have Wander Beauty Nude Illusion Foundation in medium. Pretty good match for me as well. Here we have the Beauty Blender Bounce in 3.30, which has a tiny bit of like an olive tint to it. Here we have the ColourPop 70W Light Stick Foundation. Here we have the Catrice HD Coverage Foundation in Natural Beige. And here we have the Fit Me 220, Fit Me Matte by Maybelline 220. So this one's a pretty good match. I mean, it's not olivey, but I think even though it's a little bit more neutral peachiness, it's not pink and it's still like, it still matches my skin. So here we go. I got you guys in really, really close. On this side of the face, I'm going to use my Sigma sponge, which I absolutely love. On this side of the face, I'm going to use the Love is the Foundation brush from IT Cosmetics. It's one of my favorite foundation brushes. For primer, I'm going to use the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer, which I use for all my foundation first impressions. It's a pretty good, easy primer to try out other foundations with. So you can kind of see how I do need like coverage over here. It does say it's sheer coverage, but we're going to see like how much coverage I can get and how beautiful the skin looks. Oh, I love dropper foundations. I'm obsessed with them. I don't know why. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. It doesn't say to shake it up, but I'm gonna, oh, it does say, it says shake well. So I'm gonna shake it well. It's very like watery. Can you hear that? All right. So let's start on this side of the face. And this is like plastic. It's like a super mirror looking plastic. It looks really cool. All right. There's one drop, and let's try this, see how it goes. Definitely has a smell. It smells like baby, like a clean baby. Okay, definitely sheer, but it did even out my skin. You can see kind of the difference here. I think it's nice. It's a little bit peachy. It's very, very, very liquidy. Ooh, I think it gave me good coverage on my forehead and I didn't use a ton. It smells like baby powder. That's what it smells like, but in a good way. Ooh, and it melted right into the skin. Wow, it's really, really nice. It does look just like skin, but it's like evened out. So I'm gonna try one more layer. Ooh, you guys, it says it's sheer coverage, but I definitely think I can probably build this up to like medium. I think I did build it up right here. Not I think. I built it up to a medium. I don't know why I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's really, really nice. Actually, I'm really, really digging it. It looks really good. Okay, so let's, before I keep touching that, and it's like totally melted into the skin, I'm not gonna need to set this at all. Okay, so I'm gonna use a brush on this side and a little bit more product. That's like a full, like, squeeze. And I'm gonna stipple that. You guys, what the heck is it talking about sheer coverage? I just basically got full coverage on this side of the face. Do you see that? Where I stippled it and then I'm not like messing too much with it and it looks like skin. I'm telling you, me and Dior, like, there's something that their foundations just like are so good on my skin. I don't know. Oh, looks so good. I wish this was a little bit more like yellow, or I wish they would expand their range, because an olive version of this would be so beautiful. Like I can see it sitting on my skin, on my forehead a little bit more than, and I don't know if that's because I used a brush, if maybe using a brush where I need coverage is best, and then going over with a sponge, a little bit more right there. Yeah, so I think I prefer the sponge side, so I'm gonna go over this with a sponge. I think it like mushes into the skin a lot better with a sponge than with that brush. Maybe like a flat top brush rather than that one. It's too dense, I feel like. This looks 10 times better with a sponge. I definitely think a sponge is the way to go. Yeah, and it even diminished my pores. Like it makes me look really blurred and really like perfected. I can still see, I think this is like a high, medium, low, full because of my bruising. You can still see the color shining through a little bit, but if I just had like a pimple, I think it would have covered it for sure. But because it's like darker, I have like some bruising, that's how it looks. So let me bring you in super, super close really quickly. You can kind of see how you can still see the bruises a little bit, but it looks really dang good. Okay, so I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup. I don't think I'm gonna set it because it's completely like blended in. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and then I'll be back and I'll kind of talk about how it looks and we'll look at it again and my first thoughts. Okay, so I finished the rest of my makeup and I thought I would tell you really quickly what I have on just in case you're wondering. Highlight, Anastasia Amrezy highlight, Violet Voss Pro eyeshadow palette, hashtag my holy grail is what I have on the eyes. I did end up using concealer, the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I just set my concealer. I didn't set the rest of my face. For my blush, I use the Makeup Obsessions honey blush that I love. This is from the Makeup Revolution website. And then for my lips, I use the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in Nudist Peach mixed with the Revolution Nude Collection matte lipstick in Stripped to give me like a darker, peachier brown. So that's what I have on my face. For bronzer, of course, Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer. I love it. Okay, so my thoughts. Let's bring you guys in really, really closely. I don't think that this foundation needs to be set at all. I think that even with my dry skin, it looks really beautiful and very skin-like. Skin-like with a little bit of like a powder, like airy look to it. It doesn't look like hydrating. I think it looks like slightly glowy, but in like a powdery sense. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't look glowy as in it's like moist, and I don't like using the word moist, but you know what I mean? Like it doesn't look wet, like my skin is wet and hydrated like a spray would do. But it does look very fresh-faced, really nice. I do think that I got it to build up to medium coverage. On this side, full coverage. And I do think that it does work better if you use a brush where you want a lot of coverage but then use a sponge to really smooth it out. I think that works really nicely. And even though it is a watery formula, I was super impressed and surprised that the sponge didn't soak up everything. I thought because it was so watery that the sponge was going to soak up everything. I don't feel like that's the case, and I don't know if it's because I used the Sigma sponge. I don't know if it's the same with other sponges, but it didn't soak it up. It like just distributed, moved it around to where I wanted it, and I really, really, really like that. So far, I'm really liking the foundation. It looks really, really nice. And it doesn't like, this foundation looks actually really good in my lines. I think if you have mature skin, so far it's looking good. Like I can still see my like lines just like normal, but it doesn't accentuate them. It makes them look really nice and blended and as blurred as my lines are gonna get, I feel like. And I think it looks really, really good. and it doesn't look dry or powdery around my lip, which sometimes kind of that happens around my lip. So I'm really liking it so far. It looks really good. I'm gonna check in with you guys at the 5-hour mark, and at the very end of the night, I'm gonna try to wear it for like 12 hours. It is lighter coverage and it's very like airy and watery, so we'll see if it transfers. We'll see how long it lasts. And I will also be doing the flash test in this next checkup, the 5-hour checkup. So yeah, so far so good. Wish me luck, you guys, and I'll see you guys back here in a little bit. Okay, so I thought I would do my check-in here in my bathroom. It's been 5 hours and you can like really see my skin. Like you can see like my lines, but it hasn't really made them look worse. It's still a lot of coverage. It hasn't transferred. Looks really good. So for 5 hours, this looks absolutely amazing. As far as the flash test goes, there is no flash. Looks really good, so I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I'll check in with you guys later. I'm gonna try to wear this for 12 hours, so we'll see how it looks then. Okay, so it's been over 9 hours and I thought I would just quickly check in, show you guys how my face looks, and give you my final thoughts. It's late. It's not really that late, but I feel like it's late. It's like been 10 hours. So I've been really impressed all day how much coverage I still have for something that claims to be sheer to medium, and I built it up to like a medium full. I'm really impressed, especially with the formula that it was, like that watery formula. Now that it's been on my face for 10 hours, I definitely think it's kind of like sunk into my lines a tiny bit. I would probably powder at this point my forehead and my nose. But everything else looks really nice. I do feel like it looks very skin-like, whether it be like in sunlight or whether it be in like regular indoor lighting. I notice like in the bathroom and stuff like that, that it looks really good, very skin-like, and it is a very good match for me. And I'm super impressed, you guys. I'm super impressed because it was a very watery formula and it's lasted so well. Not to mention, don't forget, I did not set it and it looks so good. I am just so impressed, and I didn't notice it transferring all over the place like a lot of foundations do. So I really like this. I think this is great for every day. I think it's great if you're going to go like on a date night and you want to build it up and have a flawless looking face without looking cakey. But this is definitely something I'd reach for like every single day as well. You know how sometimes foundations can be too glam that you only wear them if you're going out, but you don't wear them every day. This is a foundation I feel like you can wear out or every day, and it looks really, really nice and really smooth and really good. My husband complimented me and said this is one of the better foundations that he's seen on me because he thinks it looks really, really nice and natural. So I absolutely love it so far. I think it's absolutely great. I definitely recommend it, you guys. I know it's pricey, but Dior has some good foundations. I love this one. I love the Backstage one. And I'm so impressed for something that claims to be sheer coverage. It gave me so much coverage, like so much. Yeah. If you have mature skin, I think this is a good one to try. If you need some coverage, this is a good one to try. If you have dry skin like I do, I think this one looks really nice. Just really, I don't know, I really like it. It sucks that there's only 6 shades, but hopefully you can find something in there to match. Use the shade finder because it did work for me. But that's basically it, you guys. That's all I have for this review. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I'd love to do foundation reviews, tutorials, all kinds of videos. So make sure that you're subscribed. And that's it, I guess. I'll just see you guys in my next video. Leave down below if you guys have a foundation that you're curious about and you want me to do a review. Comment below and let me know. I'm thinking about doing a foundation week soon, maybe like February, do a foundation week. I don't know. Leave me some foundation suggestions down below, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.